Okay, so we're working on adding and subtracting rational expressions. So now we're going to do the algebra. And I'm going to do the algebra version very similar to how I did this one. I'm essentially going to imagine my denominators as if they were in factor form or as factors. So for example, a squared is really a times a, and this one has an a. So when I compare the denominators, they both have this a, but this one is missing another a. So what that means is it's my responsibility to multiply by another a. And whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do on the top also. So that is now going to be 2 over a squared minus 3a over a squared. And because the denominators are the same, I can finalize my answer. Now, 2 minus 3a, you can't combine those. They're not like terms, so you have to just write 2 minus 3a. And that's your final answer. All right, so let's do another one. 1 over x minus 1 over x minus 1. Okay, non-example time. Lots of students, they want to try and just put minus 1. That's what's missing, minus 1. No, 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 please don't do that, okay? This is a unit, okay? So what we need to do is we need to have an x and we need to have an x minus 1 in our denominator. So this one already has an x, so that means it's missing the x minus 1. And whatever I multiply by on the bottom, I'm going to multiply by the same thing on the top. This already has the x minus 1, but it's missing the x, so I'm going to multiply by x over x. All right, so on the bottom, we have x times x minus 1. And then on the top, 1 times x minus 1 is going to be like this. And then I've got minus 1x, which you can just write x, that's fine, over x times x minus 1. Now, lots of students, they get a little confused and they want to try and like cancel the x minus 1s. And I'm just going to point out that you don't want to do that. You purposefully put an x minus 1 over an x minus 1 into the problem. So don't go ahead and cancel it, because then you're just back where you started, okay? All right, so this means I'm going to have x minus 1, and I'm going to have x minus 1 minus x. Now you need to combine your like terms. So x minus x is just going to be 0. So this final answer is really just going to be negative 1 over x minus 1. Or negative 1. Okay. All right, so next question we're going to do, we'll do 1 over p plus 2 plus 1 over p minus 2. So again, like last time, please think of this as a whole unit. So even though they look similar, these are two totally different things, which means this one needs p minus 2, top and bottom. This one needs p plus 2, top and bottom. All right, pause the video, work it out, make sure you get the right thing. All right, so on the bottom, you have common denominator, so you're just going to write the denominator one time. On the top, you have p minus 2 plus p plus 2. Combine your like terms, you're left with 2p. Okay? All right, now I'm going to do maybe one more example, maybe two. We'll see what I've got time for. All right, so let's say we have, which example do I like better? Probably like this one better. 1 over x minus 6 plus 4 over x squared minus 8x plus 12. Alright, so first thing you should do, this is 1 unit. This is not 1 unit. This needs to be factored. So what multiplies to 12 and adds up to negative 8? X minus 6 and x minus 2. So when I combine these, compare these two denominators, they both already have x minus 6. So this side is missing an x minus 2 to make them the same. Alright, so pause the video again, make sure you're going to get this right. Okay, your common denominator only needs to be written once. And you can do the math because you know what you're doing. So you've got negative 2 plus 4, that'll be positive 2. So I've got x plus 2 on top.